like to talk to you about open doors and open hearts this morning. Of course, we find ourselves in Genesis 18, and this is the story of Abraham and his visitors. Now we find ourselves with Abraham sitting at the door of his tent, and he's looking out, and as he's looking out, he sees three strangers, and he runs to them, and then he bows himself down to them, wanting to find favor with them, that he might bring to them water, that he might wash their feet, that he might bring them a morsel to eat. They agree. He goes into the tent, he asks his wife to prepare something, then he goes out and he slaughters and prepares the fatted calf for them. And in all of this, he is setting himself up to hear what God has for him. He's about to receive what God has. He had an open door and an open heart, and here these men are about to tell them what God had for them. You see the promise that God had for Abraham to bring about a child? These men come to say, within a year, you're going to have it. And they tell them that. What an amazing story. Now, Sarah, in her heart, she laughs. They call her on it. And this is what is said. Is there anything too hard for the Lord? Of course, this is a rhetorical question. There's nothing too hard for the Lord. I know that people in the past have come up with all kinds of ridiculous scenarios, but in reality, there's nothing too hard for the Lord. You see the same sentiment echoed in Luke 1:37 as Elizabeth talks to Mary about Jesus in her womb. Now, all of this is come about from an open door. Now, we live in a world today where we're very leery of strangers, things we don't know. We hear stuff on the news that's extremely disturbing, and we want to shy away. But notice what Hebrews 13:2 says. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. Now we know that in the book of Matthew 25, starting in verse 31, that we see Judgment Day coming. And it says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he set upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all the nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from his goats. And he shall set his sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, these are the sheep, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For when I was hungry, you gave me meat, and when I was thirsty, you gave me drink, and when I was a stranger, you took me in. Naked, you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Now, notice. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw ye hungry, and we fed thee, thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed me? When have we seen you sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, insomuch as you've done this unto one of the least of these brethren, you've done it unto me. You see, these children of God had an open door and an open heart, and there God gave them an open entrance into the kingdom. So let me ask you today, do you have an open door? Do you have an open heart? Many people scoff at the Lord, as Sarah did. Let's be like Abraham. He was sitting at the tent of his door. It was open. He saw out. He ran. He submitted himself, and he saw the blessings of God. How eager are you to see what God has for you? Starts with an open door. May God bless you.